There you go. A little bit of an update here quickly. Look, we have a frame. The bolts are just such a drag to have to put on it, but this is 20 grams, this top plate. That's solid carbon fiber. And when I turn on the scale and get it onto grams here, my guess was 70 grams for the frame, just the bottom part with the bolts, with the hardware. And I've got actually 2 standoff brass bolts there, so that's even extra. And there's a standoff brass, solid brass front post for impacts, so that's a little bit heavy for it, you would think. But all of this, 90 grams, so that's a good portion of the frame, and we're in at 90 grams on that. So with 90 grams there, I can add the wires for a naze with this old school receiver. I can put on the naze, and I can put on the naze OSD, which I have no idea how to hook up yet, or even what it does. It's so tiny. It's amazing. I don't know what's wrong with China. You know, they just keep making stuff smaller and smaller and smaller, and I just can't keep up. I'm just not sure why they just keep making this stuff smaller. It just makes it harder to work on. But anyways, yeah, it'll be light. So this is 105 grams. 105 grams. Motors, 20 grams each or so, so that's 80. That kills you. So, they can't make them out of... They did make them out of plastic, actually. Emax made motors out of plastic, and I'm not sure they lasted that long. So 105 grams, put on 4 motors at 20 grams each, say. That's generous. They probably get them at 15 or 16 grams, maybe even less. But just even these FPV Model 2206s are 40 grams. So 20 if I get smaller motors, and 80, so that's 185 grams. Fasteners for the motors, 195 grams probably. With the flight controllers on there already. ESCs, another 20 grams probably. So that's 220 probably, 215, 220. And what else? Battery strap. Can't remember. Camera. Transmitter, another 30 grams probably. So 250 gram quad. Put on a 140 gram battery. And it's under 350 about. So definitely a light quad. Hopefully it will be light enough to do good tricks and be durable enough. These are just stock ZMR arms too. I use them because they are so available, and I'll be able to get more of them. Not too much flex. Kevlar is pretty strong with that carbon fiber. I can bend them, but it's pretty hard to bend. So, and then the top plate will have 3 bolts, and the battery will be here on the back. I have to cut out these parts for the blades, so we'll cut that out next. This part here and this part here, and we're starting to see the shape of it. Maybe I'll round off or square off the ends here on this side and this side. The measurements are 224 millimeters across. 224, and basically the back is a little bit smaller, about by 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters, shorter distance between them, and it'll be a ripper. We'll put the 1800s on it, or 1300s. See ya. Sort of had the camera at a bad angle last time, but it was more of an informational video, that one. Let's see if I have a prop here to show you. I don't know if I do. I did. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Okay, so the prop will go there, so it clears that area there that I've cut out, and then as well on this side, a little bit more space on this side. I could probably trim it. Well, yeah, I could probably trim a little bit more off this side maybe. But I do want to put the VTX here, so let's see here. Yeah, about another, maybe a 16th or an 8th off this edge would be good. And then I'll put the VTX here with the antenna coming off the back. So there you go, that's 105 grams with the naze that I didn't show you. And the OSD, the naze OSD, which is completely tiny. There it is there. This is a Rev 5 naze. Sort of want to stick with the Rev 5 since I have 3 of them. And we'll get back to you in a couple of days with more progress.